Hey there, my name is Cameron. Welcome to Beyond the Parallax Effect. This is Lesson 6. In this lesson, we will add atmosphere, lighting, and effects to this forest scene, building upon Lesson 5. We will finish out the scene and create a pro-level parallax scene. So let's dive in and get started. Begin by opening up the triangle pre-comp. Set both masks to add. Add the effect Video Copilot Saber. This is a really cool free plugin that can be found at videocopilot.net. If you don't already have the plugin, go to the site and download it. Increase the glow intensity, and under Customize Core, select Layer Masks. Back in the composite comp, set the transfer mode to screen. The black triangle is now an interesting neon-looking triangle. Select the triangle pre-comp in the timeline and tap T for opacity. Option-click on the opacity stopwatch and write the expression wiggle parentheses 10, 25 parentheses. The back plates need to be darkened a bit. Add the effect Color Correction Exposure. Drop the exposure to -0.5. This is subtle, but helps. Copy this effect to the second background plate and paste. This tree feels slightly off-kilter. A quick adjustment of -2 degrees on the Z rotation will help to straighten it up. A flickering neon triangle would illuminate the nearby trees. Duplicate the tree layer by pressing Command D on the keyboard. Add an ellipse mask to the duplicated tree layer where the flickering light would hit. Increase the feather. Adding the tritone effect found under Color Correction will bring the tree's gray values to a blue similar to the neon triangle. Adjust the midtones so that they are close in blue to the blue triangles. The opacity should be dropped, and the transfer mode set to add. The tree illumination should have the same flickering effect applied to mimic the flickering neon triangle. Reposition the mask so that just the side of the tree is being illuminated by the triangle. This effect is working, but the whites need a slight amount of blue added. Begin to duplicate trees, mask, feather, tint, and add opacity flicker. Repeat until the surrounding trees all have the same look applied. This is looking cool. It's now time to add atmosphere and 3D lighting to the scene to bring everything together and add mood. Add a new solid. Name it Fog. To this solid, add Trapcode Particular. If you do not own Particular, fog video footage shot on black with a transfer mode set to screen could just as easily be used. Under the Effects Builder, select the Tree Fog preset. Change the X, Y, and Z position of the emitter. Create a new spotlight. Change the color to a slightly off-white color. Increase the cone feather, enable shadows, and increase the shadow diffusion. Position the light back in Z so that it can light the entire scene. In particular, turn on shading, turn up ambient and diffusion to 1000. And set the light fall off to none. Also turn up the emission extras pre-roll to 100. We can softly see the fog. Rename the light to fog light. Duplicate. Name this second light ambient and position further back in Z to give more overall light to the scene. In the output comp, build the vignette effect differently this time by going to Stylize, CC, Vignette, and applying directly to the composition pre-comp. Fine-tune the settings. Add a new adjustment layer, name it Grain, and add the grain effect. Decrease the grain amount by about half. Add a second adjustment layer and name it Curves. Apply the Curves effect found under Color Correction. Create a small S-curve. The final step is optional. Add a third adjustment layer and name it Glimmer. To this layer, add the Glimmer effect found under Universe, Glow, Glimmer. Adjust the settings so that very subtle light streaks appear off the corners of the triangles. This final yet subtle effect adds a little extra sparkle to the triangles. This wraps up Lesson 6 of the Forest Parallax scene. We have one last 2.5D scene to create in the next lesson, but it is not nearly as layered as this scene. Try creating a 2.5D scene based on a photograph and the techniques you have learned here. Leave your comments below and let me know what you think of this lesson.